guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today we have another podcast video for you guys. I have two guests on the line. We're going to talk about what Clash Royale needs right now in terms of updates, specifically about the widely anticipated Clan Wars 2.0, which we think will be coming at some point this year, or hopefully sooner rather than later. But I'm not alone. I have Sir Tag and NyteOwl on the line. Fellas, what's up?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in lockdown again. Another day in lockdown.
Yeah. How are you guys both? Are you guys both like? I imagine life hasn't changed that much, or has it?
For me, my class has transitioned to online, and yeah, it's a little bit different. Obviously, I really miss going and seeing everyone at events and traveling. So that's like my big thing. Usually, I just chill and do Clash Royale and schoolwork the entire month, and then I have like one time a month that I go and travel, but that hasn't been able to happen. So
yeah, it's weird, man. It's only been 2 months, but I already forgot like what traveling is like especially for this job. So it's weird. How about you, Knight? How you doing? How are the kids?
Not much. I guess not really much has changed. What changes the most is the restaurants. Obviously, I miss being able to go leave my kids at home and go to a restaurant, sit down, enjoy a couple hours with the missus, and just get away from everything at home. So you just can't do that. Yeah. But besides that, as YouTubers, I mean, we mostly work at home anyway. Besides like our actual revenue declining drastically, everything else is pretty normal given the average work week or whatever else we do. And in Idaho here, all we do is stuff outside anyway, so we're pretty free to go do whatever we want. And I don't think that's changed a whole lot. So, I mean, pretty status quo.
Yeah, I guess like at the end of the day, even with revenue and stuff like that being incredibly down for YouTube and stuff like that, we're lucky to have a job too, you know, compared to a lot of Americans.
Yeah, at least we can work. I mean, I feel absolutely horrible for those people that are dying or needing to go to work. And I mean, it is devastating. I mean, not to get any political stance or anything here, but it's hard to watch. So
yeah, it is. All right, so guys, on maybe a lighter note, maybe who knows, maybe a heavier note. I don't know how you guys feel.
No, but, it's gonna get legit.
Let's talk about the state of Clash Royale, because I mean, without going into anything extra on the question, are you guys happy with the game right now? Tag, how you feeling about the game? Rate it from 1 to 10.
I would give it a solid 8 right now. So I mean, it's just my favorite game. That's why I play it every single day. I've still been streaming every single day of this quarantine. So before I wasn't actually, I was like streaming like 5-6 days a week. And now I've consistently done 7. So I'm just enjoying it a lot. I think that the balance changes have been phenomenal. There was a little bit of a hiccup with the Spear Goblin Hut last balances, but other than that, man, there's just so much different variety in Clash. Like I feel like I can play any deck I want, and I've been loving it.
Yeah. So an 8 out of Tag, a really high score. What about you, Knight?
I'm a little bit different. I love the game. I love playing the game. I'm addicted to it, which is very strange, but I'm going to give it a 5 right now. I don't feel like the game has anything new in it. I feel like it's getting a little monotonous for me. Right now, I'm not a super competitive player, so I don't really reach the higher up leagues. And so learning nuances of new cards or strategic placements is a little bit more difficult for me as kind of a casual type player. I know I do this for a living, but I'm still more casual at playing the game. And so it's rough for me not to see new things integrated into the game every so often to help keep it fresh. And so that's I'm gonna leave it at a 5. I love the balance of where the cards are, and it feels like playing ladder and stuff is still really competitive and really good, and I do enjoy that, but I don't like the monotony. I don't like not being able to have something that I get excited to open the app for every day.
Okay, I fall right between you guys, but I guess more on the side of NyteOwl. I think that I like watching this game more than ever, which is weird, right? Like I love watching, No Tilt League or any competitive league, and I love watching streamers like Tag, and like you, Knight, too, on DLive, shout out. But truthfully though, I like playing the game, but I haven't had okay, listen, I'm not the dirtiest of dirty gemmers, but I did max out or get close to max pretty early in this game. I haven't spent money in the game in forever since then. So I don't have any of the new cards maxed, But like because of that, I think that was a huge mistake on my part, just going too strong early on. Because now it's like I have no reason to play any special challenges. I have no reason to be excited about like shop deals. I have no reason and I think that's my own fault. But because of that, all I do in this game is basically I'm on that treadmill of ladder, just trying to get to my personal best and then end the season and get to my personal best. And, I don't have to play victory challenges anymore because I'm, again, close to max. It doesn't really make sense, hoping that I get one of the new 3 cards for a grand challenge or whatever. So, and there's nothing new in the game. There hasn't been anything new in the game for a long time. Now, with all that said, though, so that's the part of me that wants to rank it like a 2, right? But then on the flip side, I love the competitive aspect of the game, and I really truly think that this game is the most balanced it's ever been right now. It's like everything's viable and interesting, and nothing is super there's annoying cards and decks, but nothing is so oppressive like it has been in the past, in my opinion. So I think the balance is on point right now. Now it's just like, okay, we need something else, right? We need something else to give us a reason to get excited about playing the game, right?
Yeah, from my opinion, I feel like they have like a great base. They have an underlying game that is really well balanced, extremely fun to play. There are so many new concepts and mechanics that you're learning. For me, one of the big things is I'm still learning every single day. There's so many people way better than me that I'm able to talk to and learn decks from. And I'm always able to learn new interactions, so it never feels dull for me. But if they are able to make it more competitive, so more people want to get better and more people have like a motivation other than ladder. Like if you look at ladder, there's the end of the season rank and it shows up on your profile and you get badges and there's these really awesome things that you can get from it and achievements that propel people to want to play the game. But for grand challenges, like after you max out your cards, there's like no real reason, right? There's no real reason to play clan wars at all because like what are you going to do, get more gold, going to get more cards that you already have maxed out? There needs to be more integration of exclusive like emotes like they did for the global tournament. Like if you hit a top 100 in the global tournament, it's really awesome. Like you're able to actually get something that's tangible that people get to see, and you get to show everyone to the world that, hey, I did this. So there needs to be some other small accomplishments, maybe for like clan wars, you can get like an emote if you hit the highest league or something like that. But yeah, there isn't that yet.
I completely agree with you there, Tag. Like I am such a guy that like, give me something stupid, like give me something stupid that's obtainable, like any sort of a merit badge or whatever. And I want to get that, right? Like, and it will give me, that's enough reason for me to play. But like, they have the exclusive emote for the top 100 global tournaments. Yeah, like, that's awesome. I'm never going to finish top whatever it is in a global tournament. So I'm not like, whatever, it's irrelevant to me. So for me, it's like, give me something a little bit more achievable along those lines, even if it's just a merit badge, so to speak, or something to make, my profile stand out, or give us special challenges, like, I don't know, like give us a special game mode or have like an alternative to ladder every season with a special game mode. Like these are easy, low-hanging fruit type ideas that I feel like the team should not hesitate to go a little bit outside the box and considering ideas like this. Give us a 2v2 ladder, like more ways to compete other than just the same old of ladder.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway,
I agree with, I mean, everything you guys are saying is spot on. And I think you said this in the past before, Ash, is I would love to see some risks from the team as far as basically pushing the limits of where Clash Royale could go. And I think it's along these lines of something that you can be proud of when you have your game built. I think there's so many other games out there where people either build bases or they build up their villages and things like that. Clash Royale doesn't have that besides their deck and maxing their deck out. And then you have these star skin levels that I can't think that okay, but they still lack a lot of pride in the star skin levels. Those badges, excellent, absolutely excellent. So if we could integrate more things along those along those lines, where we could be more proud of what we built up in Clash Royale and give us things to attain, like to aspire to get. I think you guys are right on right where I'm at too.
Yeah.
We need to have those unique things that make us feel super accomplished with what we've done in Clash Royale. And we don't have a lot of that yet.
Yeah, I agree. So we've talked about what we, in the macro sense, what we're looking for. And by the way, guys, I want to ask all my audience right now, take a second, pause the video, and let me know. Just give me a number. 1 to 10, like how much are you enjoying the game right now from a 1 to 10? And I'm curious to kind of scroll through and see, what the consensus is amongst my viewers. But we've talked about like what we want. Now let's talk more specifically about how to achieve that in our opinions. So where do we think the next update is going to be a new Clan Wars? So let's start there. Clan Wars 2.0, what should or could or would that look like in your eyes, guys, in order for it to be successful? Would you just trash the current Clan War system?
Massive rework. Yes. I think we need to take out the entire clan system the way it is and start fresh with something new. I honestly think that's where they're headed. I think they're going to take out the system that we have in place now and transform that into an entirely new system. I think we're still going to have like the preparation day and the war day type of thing, but I think both of those days are going to look completely different. And I have some ideas that I think would work pretty well for both of those days. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, but
yeah, I want to get into all your ideas specifically too. I mean, Tag, are you on the same page there? Do you want to just trash what we have right now?
Yeah, I don't really like what we have right now. I feel like it's monotonous and kind of like a chore to do it. So it's hard to motivate myself to do it. At the start, though, it was so fun being able to like hop on call and do 2v2 with friends. But it just gets old. It needs to be freshened up. It needs to. We need to have some incentive, maybe like King of the Hill on the second day or on the first day, change it up to not just be the same thing that it is with the 3 war day battles.
And why can't you and this is maybe while I start the conversation before we get into some specific ideas on Clan Wars, is why can't they mirror in some people are going to be like, no, not competitive, but like, why can't they mirror a little bit of Clash as like CRL esports, right? Where, like you said, Tag, like one day is all 2v2. And then you have like almost a leaderboard, and the next day is all 1v1, and then the third day or something is all like each clan puts up their best players or whatever, and then like that's CRL in a nutshell. Those are the 3 sets, right? And then you're challenged based off the aggregate of all of your players in 2v2, all your players in 1v1, and then your best players in your clan who you want to kind of throw up to represent your clan if there's a tie on the first 2 days, Like, is that too complex? I mean, the biggest thing there that I want to kind of throw out before I get your opinions on that is that the big caveat here is can there be real-time battles? Like, is that too big of an ask to have players have to coordinate being there in the same 3-minute intervals?
For me, I would love that. I mean, the thing is, if you're able to schedule it or do that, that'd be really cool. I also think that one thing that is difficult for me for Clan Wars is like to want to do it every single day. So maybe if they made it more complex, made it more elaborate, and actually had like live battles, they could make it less frequent. Maybe like once or twice a week, something along those lines instead of every day.
Yeah, or maybe one Clan War lasts the whole week. Like maybe what's wrong with that? And then you're right, it culminates at the end of the week when you have like a set time that everybody knows. At first it sounds like, okay, that's probably a crazy idea. Who's going to want to coordinate all that stuff? But you look at Clash of Clans and the level of coordination and strategy and tactics and thought process and just man hours that go into each and every one of these wars is unbelievable. And I think there's no reason we can't replicate that in Clash Royale. Knight, how do you feel about that?
No, I think you can definitely do real-time battles, and it might need to happen a different way than it is now. I mean, right now, I think they could easily integrate King of the Hill and not necessarily be playing against a specific 3 people, but you basically have 3 chances to lose. So you take your 3 guys into battle, and that first guy, if he wins 3 battles, whoever he's queued up against, and Supercell, they can use a more global queue system to queue those guys up against anybody in Clan Wars.
Well, yeah, they could have it based on leagues, like league tiers. And if you're in the top tier, you're facing somebody in the King of the Hill mode who's also on the top tier, so it's fair.
Exactly. Yeah. And if they get 3 wins, then that's that King of the Hill. That's that battle. It's wiped out. You get all the rewards. But if your first guy loses, the next guy has to go in and win at least 3 battles. or 2 if there's 2 left or
love
whatever.
it. I love
Basically
it.
the same point system.
I really
but
like that.
They can easily integrate the same methodology of King of the Hill, but more of a point system versus I'm going against these 3 set people. Because it would be way too hard to get all 6 of you there at the same time. But I mean, if they did it that way, it would easily be done. So that, I mean, that's definitely one portion of the war day I think would be absolutely epic. It would
How
be
cool
King of
would
the
that
Hill
be?
Mountain.
That would be
Everyone would
so
want to
cool.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There'd be so
Oh,
much
yeah, and
hype
everybody
too.
would be-
Like, and there'd be so much jockeying for
Exactly.
position to be one of your clan's representatives. You know, like I'm better than that guy. Okay, well, hey, let's have a best of 3 or whatever it is. You know, like
Yeah.
each clan would have their
Yep.
own format to figure out. But I think it'd be really cool. It would make clan recruitment that much more meaningful because like you'd want to get like the best players and you know everything would take on more meaning in the game. You know, I want to give you guys an opportunity before we move past Clan Wars too. Is there anything else you guys definitely want to see out of the new Clan Wars? Because I have an idea too, but I want to give you guys the floor first.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow, yeah. Go ahead, Tag. You go first. I got a couple that I'll throw at you, but you go first, Tag.
the biggest thing that I just want to stress again is exclusive rewards, right? So one that's super obvious is the emote, right? We've said that before. Another one that I actually think that the technology is there, well, it definitely is you know how people were able to customize their names with different colors? Like just something as small as that, like, oh, like you're in the highest league, so you have a different color on your name. Just having a little bit of clout there would be cool. I like how like Nick at Night has multiple different colors on his name. Obviously, you have to like finagle the system and change your name using gems, and I don't really like that because I think that they could take it away at any point. But if they
dude,
actually
Tag,
added that,
they added like remember when they added all those awesome badges? You guys remember that? Like the new, and then they got rid of them all. Like they could use like cool name badges, you know, that go on your profile. You know, kind of how they do with like the ladder stuff.
yeah. Also, what about like, you know how most games will have a avatar or something? Imagine if you were able to unlock like specific avatars for your profile or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be really
Oh,
could
dude,
like
that'd be
just
sick.
yeah,
Yeah, me
just
too.
collecting those for your achievements. And because I remember in StarCraft 2 and other games that I played, like auto chess as well, like if you were able to collect specific things and then show them off to everyone else, and that was like something that was noticeable by everyone. Just all these customizational things are great. It's stupid that people will play hundreds more hours just because of one small aesthetic thing. But that's how some of these games are designed. And I know that I would be pushing and playing Clash Royale even more than I do right now if there were some things that I could see in the future that I would get from as a reward.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Tag, definitely. You know, and the rewards need to just be more compelling and not all just, you know, not just cards and gold, you know, just like give us
Yeah.
something more to fight for a little bit, you know. Knight, what do you think?
Dude, I 100% agree. Rewards are something that keeps us, I guess, bonded to the game. You know, it makes it feel like we're part of the game. But as far as, I mean, besides the rewards, I 100% agree with that. The thing that I would like to see is a little bit more strategy, just kind of like you were mentioning earlier, a little bit more strategy going into Clan Wars. Right now, the system that we have on Preparation Day is you get a random set of 40 cards or whatever, however many cards it is, based on however many Collection Day battles that you do. And you're not able to strategically use those cards as you normally would on ladder because you're missing a lot of the cards that you have that you use on ladder or in your regular decks. So it makes going into the actual Clan War Day a little bit gimmicky as far as, oh, shoot, we have crappy cards. We're basically going to lose. I mean, we've lost multiple wars based on the cards that we were or were not given, which is unfortunate. And so my main rework is on Preparation Day. I think that it needs to be structured quite a bit differently. I think we should have access to every single card in the game for our Clan War, because that's going to make it more of a competitive game style. And the way that they do that is I think that all, you know, however many, I think 20, for example, I think 20 of the win conditions need to be locked on War Day. And your clan as a whole needs to decide which of those win conditions you should go unlock to be able to use in war. So for example, let's take the Royal Giant. Let's say the Royal Giant's locked up in one of the mountains over there in Clan War Arena. Your clan needs to decide, hey, we need the Royal Giant for a lot of our decks. Let's go ahead and let's work on unlocking the Royal Giant. That way we can use him with the other 70 cards that are freely unlocked already for Clan Wars. And they have to win a certain amount of battles to unlock him in the same type of way that we do our clan preparation day now. And that way they can go unlock, let's say they're going to unlock the Royal Giant, the Minor, the Giant, the regular, a bunch of other stuff, and they can get 10 of the win conditions that they know they need and not focus on those other 10 win conditions that they don't. That way it'll give it a little bit team camaraderie as they go through the preparation day to cohesively work as a team to get the decks that they want for War Day.
I love that.
That's my thought on preparation day.
Let me ask a quick follow-up on that. Like, do you think it would make any sense, or this might be a stupid idea because I'm just hearing your idea now, but and kind of reacting to it, but like, what if all arenas were opened up, right? There was a new section of the game that tied into Clan Wars, and every arena was there. And there was almost like what are there, 12 arenas or something? Or 13? Whatever it was, like you would have to go farm those cards to unlock them, like everybody in the clan. Does that make any sense, or is that a stupid idea? In the appropriate arena, I guess, you know?
See, I just don't want it to feel like you're having a farm. I want it to be more of a strategic.
I love farming. I'm a sick individual, guys. I love it. I don't want
Clan Wars to be another farm tactic. We farm enough in the game. I think that Clan War, even the way they have it, all you're doing, you're just playing battles to unlock chests. That's all you're doing. I want it to be more strategy. I want you to see the win condition, and you have to go win 10 battles to get that Royal Giant unlocked, basically.
With that win condition?
To what's that?
Oh, okay. I get it.
Not using to unlock. You know, I envision them being locked up in a cage somewhere in Clan War Mountain or Clan War Island or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a sicko,
you have to go
bro.
Win certain battles, you know, and then the Minor might be like trapped underground. And you have to go do 2v2 to unlock the Minor or something like that. Use the different game modes in preparation day. But when it comes like War Day, I have a specific. I think number one, we should have King of the Hill Mountain. We have a best of the 5 like Valley where you have to do a best of the 5 set. But in order to do and compete in these like game modes, I think your clan leadership should be able to designate or help plan in whatever way possible, plan who's going to do these types of battles in your clan wars. And I think, we talked a little bit earlier about queuing and how you're going to be able to do this. But the best of 5 series, I want people, or the best of 3 series in Clan Wars, I think people should be able to take 3 different decks and have to use all 3 different decks to be able to beat that best of 3 series. And they get a certain amount of points towards their clan war. And I think it'll help with the competitive side of Clan Wars, because I think it'll be a lot more competitive, and I think there will be a lot more team camaraderie, you know?
Yeah. And then you could have specialists too,
now.
You know? Like you could say, we have...
for sure.
Yeah, so like then everybody could be, it wouldn't be just be like, who are your best 3 players and they're always going to be going. It's like, this week it's Lava Hound and whatever. Like you have to use like these specific, and then you can have like specialists in your clan. That way everybody feels more involved and is more strategic, like you said. I like those ideas, Knight. What do you think about those, Tag?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me is, I'm sorry, I hate grinding, dude.
I love
hate
grinding.
The monotony.
I love it.
Yeah, that was one of the main things that stopped me from playing with some of my real life friends. We would always play 2v2 and chill and call and have a great time. But then it was just like, man, do we really want to do this for like 4 or 5 months in a row? It took a while. So it was like the collection day for me, even if it was 3 battles every single day, it was something that was just, it got boring after a while. So I could definitely see grinding work if it was like once or twice a week event, and the build up was hype enough to the King of Hill or the really extravagant event on that specific day. But if it was every day and we were grinding and we had to play 10 battles to unlock a Royal Giant, you bet I would not do that. I don't know. I'm not about it.
But 10 battles within the clan. Well, you're like, playing 1 battle, dude.
Or I'm saying that you could tie it into like ladder and be like, hey, go play 100 Royal Giant matches, the whole clan, and then you unlock that card in the war day,
I kind of like that. Maybe what if they tied it into ladder? And then
that way it's not separate. That way you're just using the ladder points to unlock the clan war points that day.
And then it gives people a reason to play ladder other than just running the treadmill of ladder, you know, like
exactly.
Or doing quests or something like that. So like, but there's a million ideas, and like to build on what you were saying, Tag too, it'd be really cool if it culminated at the end of the month in like a Grand Royale finals of like the top clans, and everybody could watch live on like the TV Royale live or something, you know, like the top clans in each league for that month would go head to head in a final battle. Like I like everything building up, you know, like more momentum and giving clans more things to kind of fight for, you know, and more things to compete in. There's always like that next opportunity, not the repetitive nature of just like, oh, you know, whatever, we finished, we won a clan war. Yay.
You know something that's super simple that they could add is just a different clan war like logos. Like everyone has the same badges. Why are there no like exclusive ones for clans that have like achieved the highest clan or league or something like that?
Anything like vanity wise, I would like to see as well.
Dude, I like what you're saying. No, Ash, let's go back to that though. Like, I like your build-up idea because once you win this best of 3, best of 5, King of the Hill, all those things in your clan war that week or that every couple days or whatever, then you get pitted up against like people in your region and you like start to build up. Maybe have a honestly an in-game world finals of clan wars. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Man. And then there's like there's a leaderboard of all the clans. There's like I want more like again more visibility for people to shine. Like you get it's more prestige exactly. Like you get to see. Okay, here are the top clans in this league. Here's the top clans in this league. Let's say there's 4 leagues. And then it's almost like the Premier League where the next season you jump up based on your standings that level. Like a way more cohesive, like, you know, infrastructure around the format would be so appealing to me. Even if I wasn't in these clans, or like I would still love to follow it, you know, who's doing well and what players can make a name for themselves outside of the traditional roads in competitive. The one thing that I would like to see is just kind of like Clash of Clans again, is like a really more robust clan perk system, you know? So maybe it's like it ties into a clan bank or something where you get resources every time you win, and then you get to spend them in interesting ways. Like you can unlock emotes for the entire clan, or you can get, you know, a 1-day 10% off in the shop discount, or like just random stuff, or you get a card level boost, you know, like ways to spend those points. Or it could just be permanent stuff, like it is in Clash of Clans. Like, you know, you get a whatever the top tier might be plus 1 level to all your common cards or whatever. Like, I don't know what they would be, but they need to be really strong perks, like it is in Clash of Clans, that you get after grinding as a clan, after grinding clan wars and being, you know, successful over time. Do you guys like the perk idea?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Definitely.
Cool.
Obviously, I think clan perks, and it gives you a little bit more pride in your clan too. I noticed there's a lot of clan hoppers and clan people leaving clans because they have no allegiance to their clan. But once you start to get into a clan that has like level 10 perks, dude, if you leave that clan, you're kind of a what the flip, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna stay in that clan, and I think you're gonna have a little bit more people staying. Yeah, I mean people staying longer. So
okay. So any other thoughts on Clan Wars? Does that pretty much sum it up? Because I do want to talk about like non-Clan War update stuff too before we go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Tag, you good?
Yeah, dude, I'm 100% good. Right, I actually really liked your idea of the competitive scene and all that. I think it would be really refreshing for content. People would actually be able to, you know, like get in front of esports teams potentially. Yeah. I don't know. And in worst case scenario, like even if you don't achieve a ladder reward or hit like you were saying, you're stuck just hitting your PB every single time and feeling no real progress. You can make progress as a clan and feel like you're making something happen through that. So I think that would be a really, really nice achievement.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm glad you like it too, because, or both of you guys, because like that's one thing that I miss about playing Clash of Clans on a regular basis is like there was so much strategy into everything in Clash of Clans, you know, like so much clan team strategy, I should say. You know, like this person is attacking then, or this person, like, and this is a strategy we're going to use in this situation. But like this is a more individual game, obviously, Clash Royale. But I still see with the clan system and with the clan war system, it's a natural time and ability to add in those team elements. So, okay, any big ideas that you guys would like to see implemented outside of Clan Wars? I have my one that I've been mentioning forever, but I'll go last in case unless you guys don't have anything.
Yes.
I mean,
okay.
Go ahead, Tag. Go ahead.
Go, Tag.
I really don't like how the tournaments are just meaningless right now. I really need that revamped. It was so fun and hype to be able to host tournaments and have special rewards from that. It would like Bren Chong's tournaments. That was the most fun that I've had in Clash Royale. And I grinded for like 10 hours some days. And I've never done that before on anything else, like willingly, you know? It's just, yeah, it's crazy.
The good old days. Bring back 50Ks, but they'll never do it. But yeah, I mean, so you're saying tournaments, like private tournaments, just need to be totally revamped or gotten rid of?
I think, yeah, totally revamped. And another thing that they could do is like, you know, hey, so for the season, or not the season, but like for the entire like next couple months, if you guys host a big private tournament and you hit a certain ranking in it, then you get an emote or you get an achievement or something like that. And I think that even if it's like crazy expensive to host the tournament, there's going to be someone that does it, and that achievement is going to be really well sought after, and people are going to want to get better. They're going to want to improve. They're going to want to play in those, and it's going to just bring a lot more hype to the game. If you look at YouTube views on 15K chess back in the day, they're all millions of views now. People like
Crap has one that's like it's crazy. I think Pompeo has a couple too, but it's just like I agree with you, but the problem is they'll never do that again because I think it interferes with like gambling laws when you have to spend a bunch of money. And not everybody gets, like, when you have to spend real money in the game and not everybody gets the same reward, I feel like there's some countries, not a lot, but there's enough, I feel like, that it conflicts or something. That's kind of what I remember hearing at some point from somebody in Supercell. I forgot, like, I can't quote it because it's been a while, but I remember somebody saying that, like, there's legal issues potentially with, like, those big tournaments. I mean, they used to cost, like, $2,500 a pop to host.
Yeah. It's a lot.
So I don't know how you get by that stuff, but I agree with you on one thing, man. Like at the very least, private tournaments, I was giving away like money as a content creator. I'm sure you guys have done the same. You know, whatever, $50, $100, $1,000. It doesn't matter. Like people do not join. Like it used to be, you host 1,000-person tournament and you can fill that thing in 5 minutes or less, a few minutes. You know, sometimes seconds. But now it's like I could offer whatever $500 and I wouldn't even be able to fill it. You know,
so like emote though, dude.
Yeah, well, the birthday emotes, if we give those out every time, sure. But, you know, but still, like, there's an issue there where the rewards, having there are no rewards right now, right? So bringing back some sort of a way to get card rewards in game is imperative to make tournaments popular again, you know? I mean, people use tournaments to farm, and then the hosts would graciously host them. And now they just you can't even use them to farm, you know?
What about unlocking like star level customizations from it or something? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. There's got to like I love tournaments as a content creator because they're easy to do, and let's be real, no one's gonna sit there for 5 hours watching a stream with me playing. So I need something to provide content in the game, and right now there's actually a really lack of that. There's a lack of, other than yourself playing the same game over and over again, there's a lack for content creators out there to create consistent, interesting content that their viewers can join in on, right? That they're incentivized to do so. Anyway, and Knight, any thoughts on tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, tournaments would be cool to have. I mean, gosh, I don't play a ton of tournaments, but I do know that the people that have the rewards as incentive come out and they really do enjoy the tournaments. And I don't know what the best way is to implement that is the problem, you know? So
yeah.
That's my only thought on that. But.
Yeah. Do you have any other before I harp on PvE to end things out? Do you have any thoughts?
Knight? I won't hit that at all. Then the only things that I want is to make just ladder a little bit more enjoyable. I feel so much stress going into ladder sometimes, and I feel like there's so much frustration after each match. So I thought of two little things that could help, just a little bit, just an inkling. One is a rematch button, a rematch token. Okay, there's many times when I go against somebody and they barely beat me, dude. I want the opportunity to rematch them. And like if they accept that rematch, then they get like double the rewards or triple the rewards or triple the gold or whatever, just to incentivize them to hit that rematch button, because you want to have some sort of I guess revenge on that
like
person
that. I like
on
that.
ladder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get a certain amount of rematch tokens, because I think being able to hit rematch every single battle could get like really old. But let's say you could hit rematch probably like 5 or 10 times a month. You know what I'm saying? To really get back at that person who just beat you. And the second thing is I want like using that same concept of a rematch token or rematch button. You get a certain amount a month. I want a battle undo button where you can just like totally wipe out the last battle and not have lost the trophies. Because I feel like a lot of times when I'm pushing up, I want 2 of these per month, by the way, at least. Anyway, when I'm pushing up, there's that one battle where if I lose it, I just start tilting like crazy, whether it's against Expo or whatever else. Ram Rider starts coming my way. Dude, I want to be able to like I feel like I got hard counter. That's not fair that I lost those trophies. Let's just undo that battle. We can keep pushing. If we lose the next one, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 little things that I think could help out my ladder push a little bit more. And then the next thing is a little bit outside the box, and I don't know that anybody's ever mentioned this much before, is I want a village for my guys to live in, man.
Okay,
I
all
do.
right. I like that.
I want to be able to expand what we're proud of, and so implementing some sort of a village system where you're over there building your own village, like you have a level 13 goblin hut, so it looks like a level 13 goblin hut, you know what I'm saying? And so you want to be able to build those as you upgrade cards in the traditional way. I want to just be able to set those troops somewhere, have a little place to walk around, live, and coordinate to open up some sort of chat system, hangout system with your clan, and then you can go see other clans. And so
you
on
want
and so forth.
you want the main screen to basically be rebuilt into a village.
Yeah. I mean, not like Clash of Clans, but something along those lines. I have some other games that I know that I'm thinking of specifically.
I know,
I'm not sure I'll mention, but like a little village where and then you take that village, and when you go attack another clan for clan wars, or you can wreak havoc on another clan and challenge another clan to a King of the Hill battle specifically, or challenge another clan in your region to a best of 5, and you take your 5 guys and you go battle it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just taking those little villages out there, I think would be sweet.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool idea, man. Just that would definitely add like a whole new dynamic to the game, especially if you could see like when you upgrade stuff and stuff. So I think it's a pretty cool idea.
End game moneymaker. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I agree. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I love your ladder like incentivization idea. Like, it would be super cool to have not just like the redo, but even like some special ability that you could unlock where if you could, like, again, you only had a certain amount of these to use, right? But you could unlock as rewards like a way to see what deck the opponent is playing. I'm going to introduce 2 ideas in one idea here, right? So one idea is that you have a pass that you can use. Like, you can say next opponent, right? And you get no information, but that will help mitigate level disadvantages. So if you go against a level 13, you can say next, kind of like next village that you do in Clash of Clans, right? Like, dude, I can't attack that, so I'm not going to waste, my resources or my time. So you get like 1 next to use a day or whatever, so 1 skip. And then the other thing that ties into that is like having the ability to see the deck that you're going against that can like mitigate going against hard counters on ladder, which, there are all the people out there who think that there really are. There's like some conspiracy theory that Supercell put 2 against hard counters, which of course I always argue with, like, then what about the people who are always getting the bad end of the counter then? Like, is it just rigged against you or is it everybody, But either way, right? Because there's still 2 people like at the end of the day, but either way, like, I'm not want to get in that debate. But I think that giving people, because that's what people hate about ladder, right, is feeling like they're hard countered and they only have a specific amount of decks that they have upgraded or whatever. And maybe like giving like little abilities. I don't know if those are the answer. Like, those might be dumb ideas, but giving little mechanisms to make it feel less frustrating in those regards,
Definitely. I think anything that can make ladder less frustrating is going to be a win-win.
Okay. So my last idea, guys, and then I'll give you the floor for anything that we haven't mentioned, is, again, PvE. Like, the more I talk about PvE, and I won't get into it because I get so far into this every time we talk about new ideas in the game. But for me, God, I would love to have the ability to team up with your clan against bosses. Like, again, this P.E.K.K.A. Playhouse, you got to go fight a 80-foot P.E.K.K.A. like guarding her dungeon or whatever, like of P.E.K.K.A. Playhouse. Like each arena has a boss, and every month there's a new boss. And like I've talked about this so much, but like everybody has to chip in because she has like 1,000,000 HP. So you just go until you die or something like that. That's just one idea, but I would love to add any sort of a PvE element to the game. And if you beat that season's boss, you get special bonus rewards or something. What do you guys have? What do you guys? I mentioned this to you guys before, but do you like that idea or do you not like it?
Yeah, I love it. I really want to see some new, fresh concepts, even if they're not like the most polished or the best at the start that they could be. If they're there, I guarantee the community would appreciate it. And the only issue with it is how long does it take to code? How long does it take to program and implement? But if they can do something that's similar to that, I think that would be really well received.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, 100% agree. PvE would be a great thing to have just because I think it would teach people new skills as well.
Yeah.
There's so many things that they could implement into PvE that would teach you how to use new cards or new ways of positioning a card that would be the most strategic way of doing it. They could make them so complicated that there's only one way to finish it. And by finishing it, that is the correct way to use Miner or the correct way to use Magic Archer. And I think it would open people's eyes to new ways of playing, which ultimately would be like, hey, you know what? That's going to help me on ladder feel like it's not as boring because now I know how to use Magic Archer this way. Check this out. I'm going to go rock your world because I know how to flip and angle it, you know?
Like, I come from an MMO background of like playing like EverQuest, like World of Warcraft type games, before this. And I loved the strategy that went into like big boss battles, like big raids. Like every boss was different. And that's what I would want in Clash Royale too. And like maybe I'm trying to, really make too far of a stretch here and making this game become something that it's just not. But just imagination, right? We're just using our imaginations here. And for me, it's just like if every boss had like you said, certain things that you'd have to devise, like, hey, this boss is spell resistant, or this boss you have to send in minors. Like there's like a little micro strategy for each boss. I think that would be so fun to kind of figure out and even as content creators, like, hey, these guys have the fastest time at taking down, whatever, the Inferno Dragon Mother and whatever it may be. But I like having to work together and devise like a team strategy that thinks outside the box in the regular way that we think about and play Clash Royale. So yeah, I'm glad you guys like that idea too. I don't know if they'll ever
love it.
It's a huge idea, so I don't know if they'll ever be able to do something like that. Again, like we're making it sound like all these ideas are just like, yeah, just code them in,
but
these just do this.
Yeah, but at the same time, man, like I would love to see this sort of a next level. Like these are the type of ideas that I feel like, even if it's not our ideas, but like this scale of idea is what we need to really take Clash to like the next golden age if we're going to see another golden age of Clash, So I guess to end on that note, I mean, moving forward, we talked about a lot. We've thrown a lot at my viewers here, but maybe if you were going to kind of wrap up all your thoughts on the future of Clash Royale into, a sentence or two. What do you guys think? Or whatever, a paragraph or two? Like, tag.
I don't know. That's tough.
All right, so Clash Royale, right now, it's the perfect burger, dude. It has a juicy, medium rare burger right now in front of you, but it doesn't have the nice sauce, man. It doesn't have the Thousand Island. It doesn't have the nice sauce. And you don't. You need to have that. You need to complete it. There needs to be
right now. We're just dipping in ketchup.
We're
just dipping in ketchup right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that that there's no incentive to play anything else besides ladder. Right? The game is amazing. I love it personally, but I see that a lot of other people are not able to they have a different outlook on the game, right? Like they're not always trying to get better or whatever, or even if they are, it's hard to get better. It's more frustrating, and something needs to change. Like not everyone's in the same boat there. So I really hope that they add something fresh and new and give other aspects. If you don't really love ladder, if you don't really love just trying to learn new decks every single day, then there needs to be something else, And the community aspect, that's what I'm really hoping for, that they implement.
Because you think about every other Supercell game too, and it's just like, and again, I hate to keep comparing it to other games because this game is great in its own right, and I love this game as well. I mean, just like all three of us do. But for me, it's just like in every game, even if you're not an amazing player, you can still really thoroughly enjoy the game. But in Clash Royale, it's like, it's a good thing that it's really highly skill based, but it's also a bad thing too in some ways. Because like me, for example, like, you know, I'm never going to be that much better. I'm never going to be a pro player. I'm already close enough to being maxed without having to worry so much about leveling up the next card or the next deck. And it's just like, okay, what else do I have to kind of, I want a little bit something extra to kind of play for, you know? Anyway, Knight?
I think to sum everything up, I just want more strategy, I guess, in Clan Wars rather than just the monotony and the chores and the going into it random with random decks. I would love to see some strategy and some team camaraderie, whether that's planning from the leadership, new clan roles, whatever that may be. And secondly, anything to make us feel more proud of what we've done in Clash Royale, whether that be your own village, new clan perks, new rewards, new badges, new skins, new whatever,
Rankings,
based on whatever else we win.
Emotes, whatever. Yeah.
You name it, dude. Yeah. I think that's gonna be next level stuff.
Me too. Like, why can't there be more like merits, more badges, more leaderboards, like everything? I mean, I don't know anything about coding, but heck, I would sure as hell love to see, like, you know, the best 2v2 tandems in the world. I would love to know this stuff, like, as an average, you know, player, you know? So I agree with you. Anything they can add to the game to just give more visibility to what people are doing out there other than just pushing ladder would be amazing. Even a grand challenge leaderboard or something. I don't care. Like, I just want to see, I want more visibility for anybody who's successful in any way, whether it be a clan or individual. So I agree with you completely there, Knight. Guys, I guess that's gonna wrap up this conversation. Anything that we didn't mention that you guys feel like we should, or we pretty much cover everything there?
I have one
next
thing
video, man. Oh, go
okay.
ahead.
I hate to be that guy. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, the one small thing is I just want to be able to give away gold or like give presents to clan or do like at least content creation giveaways with gold. I have 5 million gold. I have no use for it. And I'm sick and tired of seeing it. So Supercell, in the end game, please give us some way of either giving away gold, giving presents, or utilizing the gold for something. Because it's just, I love playing grand challenges. I love playing.
You maxed out all your star levels?
Yeah, everything's maxed out. My account is completely maxed out.
Problems.
Ash, yeah, right.
World problem. But you're the 1%.
I'm sitting here staring at my gold. I have 5,000. I'm like, wait a second here. But I mean, I hear you. It's a small problem that only applies to a small amount of players. But you're right. When you hit that rope, when you hit that wall, it's just like everything you do literally on your account tag is, you know, kind of meaningless, I guess. Is that
if I gave 1 million gold away just to like have a present or do a giveaway on stream or something, I don't even care like if it's horrible cost to benefit ratio. I think it would be cool to at least have something hype to be able to give away or do. Like something like that would be really awesome.
Yeah, I think that they just probably be worried about like skewing the economy somehow, even if you like it costs you double the amount of gold to give away that amount of gold. So if it costs 500,000 to give away 1 million, you know, like even that, I feel like they might be hesitant to ever allow that just because of like, you know, the ramifications it might have with other people with max accounts just giving away all their gold, you know?
I'm down if it was like, you know, even 20 or 30 times. Like I just want to get it away because there's like nothing.
You have no use for it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, on that note, guys, we've thrown a lot of ideas at you, my viewers. Let us know what you think about any of these ideas. Which were the best, which were the worst, and who's the dumbest, and who's the smartest? You guys are going to leave that anyway.
Here we go.
It's spelled NYTE, guys. I'm just joking. We love NyteOwl. We love Tag, guys. Check out their channels. Make sure you subscribe to these guys. Use their creator codes, Tag and Nyte. No. Tag. Why do I always do that?
Dude, what the flip?
Don't use code Nyte.
Hey,
use code Owl.
You just got to call me Owl from now on, and then I think we'll be golden.
Yeah, you know what? Now, though, you got to talk to Supercell about this. You got to negotiate something. I bet Nick at Night is getting so much off of people thinking they're supporting you with the Knight. You know,
dude, I wasn't allowed to go Tag.
Big mistakes. Mistakes were made.
And meanwhile, I got to start making Brawl Stars videos and be like, use code CWA to support Ash and get the other Ash's creator codes. Okay, this conversation is really taking a spin here for the worse. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Thanks, Ash.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Huge shout out to both my creator friends here on the line. Again, all their information will be linked in the show notes below, along with their stats and player profile. Thanks to StatsRail.com. And a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.